On today's episode of Days of Our Lives, Kate's critical remarks have the desired impact on Sarah. EJ becomes anxious following a happy reunion with Susan, and Chloe and Philip decide to leave Salem. EJ's arms are startled when Susan runs into them at the Demera estate. EJ didn't believe it was feasible. He was sorely missing her. Harris tells Ava while they are re-embracing that they must obtain EJ's confession while he is at his most vulnerable, and while Harris is still wired. Ava advises Susan to confront EJ and demand an explanation for sending someone to kill her. Susan commands her son to repent of his wrongdoing and ask Ava for forgiveness. Chloe informs Philip at the park that she and Xander are done, which means she can no longer work at The Spectator, and that there is no longer any reason for her to remain there. To be with her parents and Parker and to decide what comes next, she is traveling to New York. She was told to tell Philip that. She is ecstatic that he is still alive and pleased of his progress. She thinks reconnecting has been really lovely despite her emotions. She won't forget him. When Kate enters the Kyriakis mansion, a sleep-deprived Sarah hears her cries. Rex's back is the object of her yelling at the new mother for bringing him into her mess with Xander. She can appreciate Sarah's need to save her defenseless child from Xander, but why take a chance with Rex's life? She is told by Sarah that it was Rex's idea. Rex wonders why Xander wants to see him as he opens the door to his apartment. No one knows what Xander is talking about. Rex wonders who texted him if Xander didn't. Inconspicuously cocking his gun is EJ's hitman Bronson, who is dressed as a utility worker. As the men quarrel over Victoria and Sarah, Bronson strikes Rex in the back and knocks him out. Bronson explains his strategy for getting Rex to commit the murder while aiming his gun at Xander. Susan wants EJ to stop being her assassin at the Demera estate because she is still alive. EJ rushes out in a state of terror as he considers his hit on Xander. Ava tells Harris by herself that they didn't obtain the confession they were hoping for. They ought to go deliver the awful news to Rafe. Susan comes back and extends an invitation for fried bologna sandwiches. Eva declines, but she expresses regret for entangling Susan in her grudge towards EJ. Susan asks what will happen after forgiving her. Ava anticipates she'll return to Bayview. Susan believes it to be the one location where she will be secure from all of those crazy people. Chloe inquires about Philip's plans at the park. Victor and I went over the recent events in his will. He claims he's unsure of his place in the new Kyriakis hierarchy. He is aware of his love for his father and his yearning to have said farewell. He gets to say farewell to her, which is a blessing. Chloe asks him if he'd like to work things out in New York after they've hugged. As EJ rushes in, Xander believes he is certain of who hired Bronson. And here he is? Xander snorts. EJ assures Bronson that although the project is finished, he will still be paid. EJ tells Xander that Susan is still alive after Bronson has left. Xander, who is overjoyed, praises EJ for preventing Bronson from killing him. Then, casually dialing his phone, he asks Rafe to turn him in. Kate chastises Sarah for leading Rex on at the Kyriakis mansion. Sarah said she had to prioritize her daughter. For her kid, Kate must take the same action. She won't stand idly by and let Rex get shot for her. Rex is allegedly being used by Kate to keep her ex-husband at bay. Sarah will have to answer to her if she hurts him. As Susan walks into Marlena's office, she is working at her desk while distracted. Marlena raises an eye. Susan, Marlena inquires subtly. To show she is real, Susan gives her a hug. Marlena declares it a marvel that she is still alive after hearing her story. Susan believes that Marlena and I being there together is the true miracle. She was sorely missing her. Marlena also missed her, but she's baffled as to who took her to Edmond. That puzzle has yet to be resolved by Susan. Ava discovers Harris removing the wire while pulling his tank top at the station. She admires his six-pack in awe. He requests her assistance. She severely damages his back's wire. As she hands it to him, their hands stay together. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, Daily Bulletin News, and stay with us.